Welcome to the CU Scoop. I'm your host, Philip Dukes, aka DukesTheScoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at DukesTheScoop. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Become a member. Should be a link popping up. If it's not, then go find it in the description. You'll see it there. But for my Colorado Buffalo fans, we don't have time to wait or waste. Let's get right into it. All right. So I guess Coach Prime just said, I want my staff to rival that of an NFL's team. And and I think now, and he said so in the press conference, he let us know something was coming the other day, right? Said, we got a couple more staff changes. One on offense, one on defense. Well, the one on offense is Byron Leftwich, former offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, um, NFL veteran, first round draft pick, top 10 draft pick. He actually, I think he went 7th overall when he came out of Marshall. Another NFL based hire at CU. And I just don't think you can say enough about how that impacts what they're going to do there. Well, before I get into the impact, let's just talk about who Byron Leftwich is. For those that don't know, Byron Leftwich grew up in Washington, D.C., um, went to Woodson High School, if I ain't mistaken. Let me see, I can pull it up right quick. Yeah, he did. He went to Woodson High School. Um, went to Marshall, played all his years there. If you guys don't remember, like Byron Leftwich was going crazy, and in that era, he was one of the guys that helped make Marshall popular in the MAC, what they call MACtion, when the Tuesday and Wednesday games. Byron Leftwich was must see TV in college. So for those that remember, probably one of the grittiest performances we've ever seen. They played Akron one game. This is the guy who broke his leg and was carried down the field by his teammates because he had a broken leg. He actually had fractured his tibia, but he wanted to help lead his team, and he did. The guy literally played with a broken leg. So if you got a coach who can do that, why wouldn't you want to run through a wall for him? And for somebody who's done it at the highest level, I think this is a great, great hire based on experience. Um, then let's talk about he played football, basketball, baseball in high school, gets the Marshall shows out. Then he goes pro, goes to the Jaguars, 7th overall. Um, they traded up to get him. Okay. Oh, that's something I didn't know. Um, the Ravens were going to draft him, which is crazy. But it's funny how life works out. But he ended up getting drafted by the Jaguars. So after a career with the Jaguars, he gets into coaching. He also played with the Falcons. Shout out to the Dirty Birds and the Steelers. The Steelers part is important because that's where he met Bruce Arians and they played for him. We'll get to that relationship in a minute. Um, so he was a quote. He got to be a coaching intern in 2016, and I'm just going down the list right here. Like this is stuff you can go find, easily Googleable. This is actually off his Wikipedia. So you go check this. You can go check this out for yourself. I don't want to act like I just unearthed some crazy information, but yeah, he got his first internship with the Cardinals in 2016. Um, then Bruce Arians retired. He became the quarterbacks coach. Um, then Arians retired. He leaves. And he goes to unretires and becomes the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and brings Byron Leftwich with him. The stuff that Arians was able to do with those quarterbacks at the Bucs was crazy. And Leftwich was the guy. And there was a lot said about was that Arians offense and who was pulling the trigger on the plays. It was Byron Leftwich. Um, and he said Bruce Arians is on record saying that he would not have taken that job unless the GM was there. It had to be that GM, and he had to be able to bring Byron Leftwich. If Leftwich wasn't available, he didn't think he could have done it. Um, in 2020, he stated, I have delegated this offense to Byron Leftwich. And he literally got on the table and is like, why is this guy not getting jobs? Like, why is nobody not interviewing this man for a head coach? He is calling the plays. So he put that to bed. They end up winning the Super Bowl together. One of the best stats that we'll get into is that Byron Leftwich has 2 5,000-yard quarterbacks on his resume, Jameis Winston and Tom Brady. He coached the GOAT. Ain't a whole lot of people that can say, I literally coached the GOAT. So how does all of this that he brings, how did this affect Coach Prime in Colorado? They're going to throw the ball downfield. And when you talk about Coach Arians and his philosophy and his number one student, which is Byron Leftwich, no risk it, no biscuit. That's what they say. Very aggressive. When you look up what Bruce Arians and that his offense is known for, and Byron Leftwich, who's the biggest disciple of their offense, it's no risk and no biscuit. They're going to be aggressive downfield, and there are plenty of examples where in this offense you're going to get the quarterback is always going to have 2 options: first down, touchdown. And the quarterback in this offense is going to be pushed to push the ball downfield if you get one-on-one coverage. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the post. You've seen Mike Evans catch that a million times. They want to go up top. It's very aggressive. But the 2 options that you will have in this offense on almost every passing play is going to be an option for a first down and an option for a touchdown. I think that you got to be excited about that, to know that your quarterback is going to have the ability to make a play regardless of what's going on. Like, hey, either we're going to get 10, 5, whatever the first down yardage is, we're going for that. And after that, we want to go up top. And when you look at what Colorado has, you got 2 guys who throw a really great deep ball in Caden Salter and Julian Lewis. So I think this impact of bringing somebody in, I don't know the official title yet. We know he's on the staff. I would think that he would be working closely with the quarterbacks. I'm not even in the titles, because at the end of the day, you can't put a title or a nameplate on Warren Sapp's impact on that team that he had last year. So I think it's going to be the same thing with Byron Leftwich. Speaking of Leftwich and Julian Lewis, had a conversation with his dad, TC, the other day, and we're talking. When you talk about exciting about Byron Leftwich, the Lewis family is over the moon about it. They love the way he plays. They think he's the perfect coach to come in and help Julian Lewis. They're really excited about it, and I think that has a really good impact on recruiting when you can say, "Listen, bro, how many people on the college level offensively can tell you that they literally coached Tom Brady through a Super Bowl? Not the young Tom Brady, but this Tom Brady. The only other person I can think of is Bill Belichick. If I'm mistaken, but when you add that level of hire to a college staff, man, good gracious. So one is going to help you recruit. 2 is going to help you push the ball down the field, which you want to see in Colorado. And I just think that the more NFL experience you start to bring, it just continues to make this staff and make Coach Prime look like a genius. And you have to realize that the Prime effect is real, because these guys, as Warren Sapp said, they coming to help Prime. Like, this ain't about just going to get a job. Byron Leftwich, when you talk about it now, interviews for NFL jobs, like, this man gonna be right back, and he'll be in the league eventually. Like, if that's what he wants, he may be happy. But we're talking about a guy who has NFL head coach potential, that's on the staff in an assistant function, really coming to help with the quarterbacks and the plan in the game and the game plan. So I just think another master class by Coach Prime when it comes to making coaching hires. I had Josh Pate, college football analyst. A lot of people know him. Has a great show from CBS Sports. And man, when you go look at that Josh Pate video where he breaks down how he would sell Colorado, you got it. I mean, we didn't even know about Byron Leftwich yet. So just thinking of all the NFL experience that he had on the roster, now you add a Byron Leftwich to it offensively. When you go in this class and you start to say, okay, now who's our next quarterback we're going to get, or what is going to be our next transfer portal addition at the quarterback room, you gotta feel confident going in there with being able to drop a name like Byron Leftwich. The other part about it is, how happy are the receivers going to be? When you look at pushing the ball down the field, Pat Sherman's already from the Air Coryell offense, he's already going to try to push the ball down the field and get vertical. He wants to run the ball as well. But now when you double down on it and you bring in that Bruce Arians mixed in with that, bro, that Arians aggressive style offense that Leftwich mastered to the point that, now you get to see what what Leftwich has done with that offense, it ain't like he hasn't been tinkering around. One of the best minds in the game. So when you look at that base, that Shermer Leftwich offense, dog, it could get scary in the Big 12 and fast. And I think I do want to, even though they're they do no risk and no biscuit, very aggressive when you talk about Leftwich's offense. There's also going to be quality checkdowns to make sure that people can get into space, and that's what they want. They want to push the ball downfield and get into space. So, with that being said, man, y'all got to welcome Coach Leftwich to Boulder. And hey, man, that's my time for today. We just got a quick one in. I just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Byron Leftwich. But yeah, make sure you check us out on the morning run. Me, Big Dog Chico, and Uncle Neely. Check me on Apple Podcasts. I just started the Scoop podcast. We're gonna drop that on Tuesdays. Tuesdays at 6, 7. We go live on Monday night. So we got a lot going on in the channel. Make sure you subscribe, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.